All right, everybody. Hello and welcome to Thursday. It is the morning routine, and we have Alex here.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Thursday.
Yes, and we have LaBelle.
Hey, everybody. It's Thursday, July 6th.
Halfway through the weekend, and I'm ready for the weekend, and ready for Atlanta.
All
Yeah,
right.
That's right, and I can't wait for Saturday.
Okay, let's get started with some headlines. Here we go.
Headline number one.
We might have accidentally killed the only life we ever found on Mars nearly 50 years ago.
Happy birthday, you thing from another world, you.
Oh, thank you.
All right, very good. Well, I'm not exactly sure that is how we killed life on Mars. Maybe a little more intentional, I guess.
I am so confused.
Yeah. All right, me too. Here we go. An original Princess Leia dress expected to fetch $2 million at auction. It went unsold. This isn't the headline. The headline is not about Princess Leia's dress not selling. It's about the fact that they're selling that doll, that creepy clown doll from Poltergeist. Who buys that for their house?
A creepy clown? What in the world?
A creepy clown doll from Poltergeist. I know you've never watched Poltergeist. I don't know. Have you seen Poltergeist?
No, I'm terrified of those movies.
Yeah, this is the creepy clown doll was the creepiest part of the whole creepy movie.
That's scary
Talk
stuff.
about scary stuff, yeah. Absolutely. All right, last but not least, blueberry dump cake recipe. Just 4 ingredients. Gabrielle!
She's still on vacation, man.
Gabrielle, you're back there. You can hear me. That one. All right, guys. Just a reminder: it is July. What's happening in Modesto in July?
Business as usual, free rides.
Business as usual for
We
July.
talked about this yesterday.
I know. We got to remind everybody every day to utilize this great service.
Especially for those that go to Salvation Army.
Yes, we'll utilize it here for our purposes, but on the weekends and in your personal life, take advantage of that. Cruising around, checking out some things for free, man. It's cool. When it's free, take it. Yeah. All right. So yesterday we talked about the 3 main parts of advocacy. Do you remember what they are? Know yourself, know your needs, and know how to get what you need. So we're going to break these down right now, starting with know yourself. Just know yourself. This is the starting point. You got to know what your strengths and weaknesses are. It said, know your strengths and challenges. Challenges would be the weakness. I'm not very good at talking to people. I'm a little nervous going in and talking to Zach. You want to know that about yourself.
Sorry, Carl, but they're gonna ask in a job interview, well, what's your strength and what's your weakness?
Yes, 100% he is correct. So you want to work on that piece. But when you're self-advocating, you want to know where you need help, right? What kind of things do you need help with? All right, so Alex has got the right idea with needing to know yourself, know your strengths and weaknesses so that you can ask for help with your weaknesses. That's the key part to advocating, all right? So,
to success.
the next step, so know yourself is step number 1. Step number 2 is know your needs. LaBelle.
Identify your needs and wants and ask for help in meeting them. Perhaps you want to learn more, but you are not a strong reader. Or maybe you would like to get a job, but you don't have your own vehicle. Once you identify your needs, you can devise a plan on how to get them.
So this is actually a very unique one. So know your needs. What do you need?
Yeah.
Right? You know yourself. Knowing yourself is strengths and weaknesses. Your weaknesses are where your needs are. You need to ask for help with your needs.
Yep.
And we had a very unique circumstance a little bit ago when we were filming this where Alex struggled with a couple of words that were tough to pronounce. And he got frustrated. And we talked about the part is knowing your needs, which is, hey, I read through this, and oh, by the way, I don't know what this word is or how to pronounce it right, and asking for help, right? We talked about that, yeah?
Sometimes it can be a struggle
It can be.
to get the words right that you can't say, or words that are hard to say.
And that happens to everybody. I do that too. My wife does it all the time. She's always like, hey, what's this word? Am I saying that right? So it's things like that is a simple example of having a need and asking for help. Okay, there's bigger things. I need health care. I don't know how to get proper health care. I need to get a job. I need to get an apartment. I need to learn how to cook. Different things like that. I need to learn how to budget my money.
Or you need to learn how to drive.
Right.
But
Or
I'm still scared, but I still want to learn.
yeah. So eventually,
I think I want to be ready.
you'll work up to it and stuff, and you'll ask for help along the way. That's the key to advocacy: asking for help.
But at the same time, insurance isn't cheap.
No, it is not. No, it is not. All right. So thank you, Lavelle and Alex, for those pieces. I have
Welcome.
number
Anytime,
3.
Carl.
I have number 3, which is know how to get what you need. So you've
Yes.
identified where your weaknesses are, you recognize what you need to ask help for. Now we're actually doing it. So that's funny, it's right here. You identified your strengths and weaknesses, you know what it is you want to accomplish, what your goals are, and what you need to make it happen. I need somebody to help me do this, right? So you know these things. Now there are 3 areas worth exploring to help bridge the gap between your strengths and weaknesses. Okay, so now you know all the pieces. You have to actually take the action.
It's like pieces of the puzzle that need to be connected.
Right.
But it's going to take baby steps to get there.
Exactly, which is fine. Baby steps is how we get everywhere. I mean, we didn't learn to walk by just standing up and walking. We had to take baby steps. And eventually we learn how to walk and then run and jump and skip. If anyone can remember how to skip, we can skip, So all these little steps lead up to the part where
Don't
Alex
bring
made
up
one
hot
day.
scotch vibes, please.
Hopscotch vibes.
Hopscotch.
Yep.
Advocating for yourself is many different things. Sometimes it has to do with your absolute rights. We don't talk a lot about our disabilities around here. We get it. We have disabilities, okay? We don't need to wear it as a badge and tell everybody that we have it. It's just, this is how we live. We're going through life. We're working on ourselves. And so it's not something we have to flash around all the time. But it is very important to know that if you do live with a disability, you can be discriminated against, right? It happens with jobs. Zach has seen it from time. We've all seen it from time to times where, you know what? You want to go get a job at McDonald's. Let's just say, for example, and you go in and you struggle a little bit with the reading. And the person doing the interview thinks, oh, whoa, this guy seems like he's got a disability or something. We're not hiring him.
Yeah.
That's discrimination. All right, we got to move on with the day though, because it is Thursday, and we got to go see who our special guest for the National Day is today.
Let's find out together.
Yeah.
Enjoy the National Day.
So we're here to talk to you about one of my favorite meals, International Fried Chicken Day.
Ooh, I love chicken.
Yeah, chicken or fried chicken?
Mm-hmm.
Which one? Fried chicken, boiled chicken, baked chicken?
I like both of them. Some of them.
Okay, is it your favorite fried chicken? Because if it is, this is the perfect day to have it.
Yep.
And what do you like to have with your fried chicken?
Biscuits.
Oh, biscuits.
Buttermilk biscuits with flaky butter inside.
Oh, okay, so he knows what he likes. Flaky biscuits with extra butter?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, none of that margarine stuff, real butter. You gotta have it. So, if you love fried chicken like I do, you love it too?
Yep, especially KFC and Popeyes.
Okay, those are 2 good choices, and some homemade fried chicken is always the best. So, go ahead and make yourself some fried chicken today.
All right, very good. Nice job there. Now we got to go back
In the bearded past with Zach.
Hey, everybody, it's me, Zach, and
Alex,
And-
guess who's back? It's me again.
and we're gonna go ahead and go back in the bearded past with Zach and Alex. So today we're going to do some history. Now, Alex, did you know in 1917 during World War I, there was Arabian troops led by T.E. Lawrence. Now, this is Lawrence of Arabia. There was a book written about him. This guy is one of the craziest explorers, just an interesting character. But basically, in the Arabian War, they capture Aqaba, and it was from the Ottoman Empire during an Arab revolt during World War I. Also, in 1918, the left-star uprising in Russia starts with the I went away from my history there. It starts with the assassination of German ambassador Wilhelm von Mark by Cheka members. Now, this was important because this was also during the Russian Revolution, Alex, and it basically was really upending the old monarchs of the past and going into the communist governments that are today. Also, too,
in 1942,
Yep.
Anne Frank and her family go into hiding in the secret annex, whatever that's.
No, you're right. You're
Okay.
right. The Senate.
Above her father's office in an Amsterdam warehouse. That is a long time. That's way too long for me to remember.
1942. Now, how many of you guys have read about Anne Frank in the books and the stories? Unfortunately, eventually her and her family were caught. She did not survive, but we all know her through her diaries. Also, in 1944, while in the military, Jackie Robinson, a great baseball player, broke the color barrier in baseball. He was in the military and he refuses to move to the back of the bus because, unfortunately, back then, we didn't allow folks of different color to sit anywhere but the back of the bus.
Who remembered Jackie Robinson's movie number 42?
Number 42, and they wear that number and they honor him every year in MLB. Well, he refused this, and it actually led him to being court-martialed. Obviously, we know he went on to play ball and whatnot, but just obviously, what's really neat about this story is I think it's just the integrity of the guy and the guy. Not only was he doing what he did and breaking those barriers in baseball, he's also doing it in the military. I mean, you sit there and you live and die with folks of different color, it should be equality, right? So, good for him. Kudos there. And then also, too, right here,
1957, John Lennon and Paul McCartney meet for the first time as teenagers at Woolton. 3 years before forming the Beatles.
So a couple of the Beatles members in 57, just randomly out and about, and they meet each other. Eventually becomes one of the biggest crazes and one of the biggest rock bands of all time. So pretty interesting stuff happening today, July 6th, you guys. There's plenty more out there, let me tell you. There's plenty more. And I want you guys to have a great day. It's Thursday. Get ready for Friday, man.
Yeah,
All right.
get ready for Friday. See you guys tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Thanks, Alex.
You're welcome.
Bye now.
All right, very good, guys. These guys have been great today, so
Yeah.
hopefully we'll
But
go ahead.
don't we have a calamity cooking video to watch?
This is so why we gotta keep. These guys are actually keeping me on my toes. I don't put everything on my rundown, and I forget sometimes. So
But it's going to be on YouTube
Calamity
Live.
cooking
Or-
with Clayton.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to start dicing this onion. What end am I going to cut first? So, see, we opened it up and it's just fine,
Harry on the end.
the Harry's. So we need about a half a cup of onion. Oh, I probably should get my pan going, huh? Let's get our pan going. Take a half a cup. I don't have a half cup here. We'll fake it with a fourth. How would I make a half a cup with only a quarter cup?
2 of those?
2 of them, very good. So, there's one. I did cut just a few too many. Not that bad.
We'll leave that as a snack for Clayton.
Woof is right. Took a bite right out of it like it was an apple. Ugh. So my recipe says 2 cloves of garlic, so I'm gonna pop 2 of these guys in there, right? So that's all I need. Now I'm gonna stick it right back in the freezer for next time.
Me.
So I just have a package of ground chuck beef, whatever your preference is. You can do it with ground turkey, ground chicken. So we're just gonna give that a minute or so, and then we're gonna throw the ground beef in. We're gonna go with a quarter cup of
Soy sauce.
thank you, soy sauce.
Yep.
You nailed it. Rice, vinegar. There's just something about the complexity of this and the taste of it versus like a red wine or anything else. It just doesn't. Besides, it's Asian. Then we're going to put honey. A little sweetness. Ah, the honey bear. I'm going to put a tablespoon of sesame oil. Now we're going to get to the good stuff. Sriracha. So we are going to put 2 tablespoons. Let's see. So I like to use about that size right there. That's a good size. So I have a plate. There will be only 1 served today. It's all yummy in there. Put a little bit in like that. We're gonna put a little garnish on there, and if Carl's gonna try it, we're not gonna put any bell pepper on it. I can put some bell pepper on it? All right. Oh, look at that.
Presentation.
Woo!
Beautiful. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Ta-da!
Not bad.
Not bad. Well, I'll take not bad.
A little bit of spice and it really tastes great flavor. All right, very good. Did I forget anything else?
No.
No.
Not that I not that I know.
Not that I'm aware of.
YouTube by
Sorry.
1 o'clock. We'll do some calamity cooking, and we'll have a
Can't
great.
wait to see what Clayton or Gabrielle is going to cook, or both of them.
Hope it's going to be something delicious.
I think it's gonna be something cool. So have a great Thursday, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow, Friday, on the
See you
morning
tomorrow
routine.
on Friday. Bye.
Jeez, that was a terrible one. We gotta do that again. Oh, geez. What's the deal with this thing?
I don't know.
What's wrong with this? Ajax close.
It's not going to fly like a plane.
It's not going
Okay,
to
here we
work.
go. Here we go. Shh, ready? And